Welcome back. Our guest today is one of my favourite people on planet Earth. He is a Grammy, Emmy, and Tony Award winner, and the greatest showman all of us know. The wonderful Mr. Hugh Jackman is here
Hey,
on the
hey,
show. How are you, Hugh?
I'm doing okay. We're hanging in there.
Oh,
Deb and I,
Debs is there. Debs has made an appearance right at the top of the segment. How
there
are
she
you,
is with a
Debs?
little appearance. There she is, with Allegra, our dog, a little doggy. Yeah, no, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there, man. How about you?
I'm good. Can I tell you something? My hunch is you get this a lot. Just seeing your face has lifted my spirits.
Is it really?
Yeah. Do you find people say that to you a lot? I think your natural sort of sense of self lifts people around you. Do people tell you that?
No, but thank you.
Well, they should.
They say that to Debs all the time. That's the truth.
Oh, well, maybe it was Debs then. Maybe it's because
It
she
was
entered
probably
at the
Deb. See,
start.
she just came in the back.
That
But
was
Deb has always had that school drop off, that kind of thing where she turns school drop off into a cocktail party. Everyone's like, oh, and everyone's hanging around. And yeah, I don't always get that, but Deb does get it.
Now, how are you getting? How are you doing in this isolation period of our lives? What's getting you through the day? What sort of stuff are you up to?
And I'm dancing quite a lot in my living room, which appalls my 14-year-old. I am playing a lot of backgammon. I'm cooking. I'm kind of, last year I was doing the tour,
Of course.
and I was away for probably more time than I've ever been away from the family. So in some ways, for me, it's great. For the kids, it's a nightmare having me around so much. But just sort of, I don't know about you, man, but I'm finding this simple stuff is really cathartic. Trying to not plan too far in the future, because you can't plan too far in the future.
Yeah.
I was meant to start Music Man on June 29, and I'm not sure what's happening there. So that when you can't plan, you end up just simplifying things. And I'm super lucky that I can stay at home while others are doing really hard work. And so I'm just trying to make the most of that to, just chill out a little bit, just to listen to some music and just hang out and be with the dogs, be with the kids, cook for them, play Monopoly, do jigsaw puzzles, all that stuff.
Yeah, you're right, because I know, having spoken to you before, like you were, and I imagine still are, when that day will come, you were so excited about doing Music Man on Broadway, but then something about this means you could allow yourself to get anxious about it, stress about it, but at the same time, there's really nothing you can do, so you have to give yourself over to it and go, well, I'll be, and I'll tell you what, here's the thing I think as a real theatre lover, Broadway is going to need people like you coming back doing musicals like that when it's safe and proper to do so,
Oh, and so you're still okay to be my understudy? That's so great. 'Cause that's going to be incredible. Thank you, man. No, I do agree, because when it's safe and when people feel comfortable, there is nothing like that feeling of people come together, hearing a great story. And the Music Man, I'm sure most people know about it, but it's really a story about belief. It's really about, hearing the band, even when there's not one physically there, really believing everything's going to be okay. And so it's a great story. It's going to be hopefully a great celebration. But, right now, I'm like you, man. I'm a worker. Like, I've worked and I've been lucky enough to be able to work.
Yeah.
So it's a little challenging to be in a position where you're just like, and we'd done a workshop for the Music Man. So I'm not going to lie, I've been dancing a bunch of the steps to Hoopy and a few of the other numbers here in the living room. But just trying to take a break it's challenging.
Yeah, because you've been basically non-stop for, I mean, what, 20 years now? You've just been constantly either doing movie, tour, live show, musical, things like that, Oh, who's that in the background?
That's Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
Live.
I mean, you've been just so full on. How are you finding creatively your mind, keeping creatively sort of engaged in things?
I think it's been amazing, because, as I said, you take away, I'm going to do this, or I've got to work on that song for this thing, or we've got this event, or I'm doing this film and I need to learn that skill for that film. Right now it's sort of open, I don't know what is next. So for me, music, I'm listening to different kinds of music. I'm watching different types of movies. I'm just sort of daydreaming a little more, basically. Yeah. And I think creatively, that is the thing that we really don't have much time for in our world these days. We don't have a lot of daydreaming time, and now we've got a lot.
Because you've been doing these Zoom classes at Columbia University online, right? Tell me about it. What is it? You've just been Zooming into the class.
And Ed Insdorf, who's the film professor there, who I know through 92nd Street Y, I've done some interviews, and backstage before we were doing an interview, I said, I'm really embarrassed when I walk on movie sets. Everyone talks about these movies, and I'm really, like you, I come from the theater, so my film knowledge, I'm way more successful than my knowledge should allow me to be. I really, there's a lot, they're talking about this and the movie Z and oh yes and Castle, and I'm like, on set. And so I said, Annette, I really want to learn some stuff. She's just come to my class. So I drop in, and the other 50 MFA students very, very kindly allow me to do that. She also does a class, by the way, for anyone, Sunday nights through 92nd Street Y. Sunday nights at 8 p.m. You can tune in, watch a great movie, and have a discussion with a Columbia professor.
That sounds like an incredible thing to do on a weekend, if weekends existed. Now, we have to congratulate you. You've had quite a significant milestone. You and Debs, your wife, you celebrated your 24th wedding anniversary. I think it was last week.
The 11th of April.
Right,
So,
yeah.
like 10 days ago, something like that.
How did you celebrate? How did you make the day special?
Well, first of all, we were together. I don't know what it is. We've been together 24 years, and I can count on one hand the amount of times we've actually been together, which is, us, like we are together all the time, but for one reason or another, the planets have not lined up for us. So to be together, Deb cooked a meal, the kids were there, and we were making speeches at dinner, and the kids were like rolling their eyes. And we were just at home.
What is Deb doing behind you here? Deb, what are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to go because my son's taking me for a walk.
All I could see was
thought
Deb
she was on camera,
trying to silently call a dog over. She was going, come on. Hey, Deb, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Now, I want to talk to you about this, because I don't think I'm completely up to speed on how this happened or how it came around, but I want to talk to you about your feud with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, good.
How did this come about? Who started it? What is it, and where are we at right now?
Who started it? Ryan started it. Insatiable need for attention. And it started with him calling me out and starting an online petition to get me to come back from Wolverine. And like, I've known Ryan for years. I'm like, dude, just privately. So I'm like, dude, come on, let's back it up. Let's just back this up. And he just won't let go. He's like a dog with a bone. And so we just keep going and going. And any advice from you or anyone watching of how I can actually is gum on my shirt, basically. I mean, I say that in the nicest possible way.
Really? But you've called a truce. You've called a truce.
No, we have called it.
For the All-In Challenge.
Yeah, so the All-In Challenge, which is amazing and benefits 5 different foundations and charities like No Kid Hungry, which I love, which is feeding people, who have food insecurity. I love that. And the idea came to do something with Ryan for that. And it's literally something as important as that. That's the only thing that would actually get me to come together and have a truce. We tried to do a truce about a year ago, and it really didn't work out. So we'll see how this one goes. So we're going to do a lemonade stand together, a lemonade stand with Ryan.
So you're going to go, is this right? You're going to go to somebody's house.
Right. And we're going to do a lemonade stand.
And
of course, I had the idea that, of course, we should be opposing, like opposite sides of the streets, so that I don't have to talk to him.
Sure.
The whole time and hear them, But no, we're going to do it together. We're going to be in there together. I'm going to bring my very mature adult pants, and I'm going to be a grown-up.
So, but what do you think will happen? Do you think this will be a permanent truce, or do you think after that it might open up again?
Here's what I'm prepared to put on the table. And you can tell him this.
Okay. I'm
prepared for this to be permanent truce. But I want to be clear. Truce is not friendship. Truce is not... No, truce is not getting together. Blake is welcome to come over anytime. Blake, sure. Deb, and I love her. Come over anytime, bring the kids. I'll babysit the kids, love the kids. But no, right, no friendship. Just a truce. That's it. I don't want to speak to you again. That kind of thing.
Well, I think that sounds...
That seems grown up, mature.
I think that sounds pretty reasonable, yeah. I think that sounds great. I mean, you mentioned Wolverine there. It's been 20 years. 20 years since Wolverine came out. And because I can remember seeing you in Oklahoma in the West End. And then I think it was at the...
National Theatre.
Is it the National? But then you moved to the West End, right?
Yeah, the Lyceum.
To the Lyceum. I saw it at the Lyceum. And then the next thing I knew, this guy was like Wolverine and the X-Men. And I couldn't put the two together for a moment. How did your life change when X-Men came out?
By the way, when I auditioned for Wolverine, I had the perm because I was playing curly in Oklahoma. So I wore a baseball cap to the audition. And the casting agent, I'm in London. I literally had to race between between the matinee on a Wednesday and the evening show. I ran into Soho and did the audition, and I did the first take. Cut. Mr. Jackman, I think you should probably just lose the baseball cap. It's really not Wolverine. I went, okay. I took it off. She goes, I'd put it back on. So everything changed. In many, many ways, it all changed. But not, even when I was filming it, of course, things changed in a way, like things had begun for me, but there was no sense that movie was going to be a hit. I had friends of mine in Hollywood who were like, make sure you book another film before this thing comes out because the word on the street is not good. And at least you've got another one that'll give you another shot. So I went auditioning, after we'd finished filming, and I was, in a room with 30 people. I was like beginning. And then I remember Deb and I were in New York. I was shooting Someone Like You for Tony Goldwyn. And we were on the stoop, weren't we, babe? Yeah. We were on the stoop, and all the phone calls started coming in about the box office and how much of a hit, like one after the other. And Deb, we were sitting on the stoop, and she goes, everything's going to be different. Everything's going to change from here. And I was like, no, we'll see, who knows? No, she goes, trust me, everything's going to be different. And shock horror, she was right. Well,
and from that, we should talk about what I think is maybe my favorite performance of yours I've seen on screen, which is saying a lot because you know what a fan I am. But your performance in Bad Education is completely brilliant. And I cannot, we talked about this movie the other day. I enjoyed it so much. For anyone who doesn't know, tell them what it's about and who you play.
I play Frank Tassone. This is a real life story. Frank he's still alive, and this is a true and quite shocking story of what happened to Roslyn High School in 2004. In the end, 26 people, members of the staff, and people related to the staff, ended up going to prison for stealing up to $12 million. So it was the biggest theft in sort of public school history. And it all happened over a period of years. But what was more shocking was the superintendent and assistant superintendent had got the school to number 4 in the country. They were so highly regarded. Frank had just been named Rotary's Man of the Year. Roslyn real estate prices had gone up to an average of $1 million per home ever since he was there. So they were just really high status, highly prized, highly thought of people who gradually, it started with like a lunch or just a personal check and said, oh, don't worry, you work too hard, to all of a sudden taking up to $12 million. And that's sort of, I think, what attracted me to this story. And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
Well, the performance...
Allison Janney, man.
Of course. The whole cast.
Allison, Ray Romano.
Yeah. The cast is brilliant. The film is fantastic. You are as good as you've ever been.